let's talk about intellectual property law, how it differs from trademarks, why you even should care as a ClickUp consultant, and how you might actually be violating those laws. Okay, there was a lot in this intro, I know, and this is a really big topic and a little bit off topic for this channel. But because I know a lot of you are ClickUp consultants in some way, shape, or form, or even VAs, I wanted to make sure to raise this issue and tell you why you should pay attention about IP law, trademarks, how they differ, how that applies to you and your business, even if you are just selling ClickUp templates, and how you can protect yourself. Now, this is a legal video, but I am not a lawyer. I am sharing my information, my experience, what I have learned, but that is not the law. I am not qualified to give you any legal advice. Call your lawyer for that. You are just getting my story and what I learned, okay? Cool, now we got this legal safety out of the way. Let's get into it. Let's start in the beginning and let's figure out what is the difference between intellectual property and trademarks, because they are often getting mixed up and I want to make sure you know the differentiation between those. Now, when you look up intellectual property on the web, it is going to tell you the definition of intellectual property, which is intellectual property law deals with laws to protect and enforce the rights of creators and owners of inventions, writing, music, design, and other works, known as intellectual property. Cool, Yvi? But this also sounds a little bit like trademark. The definition of trademark, however, is trademark law governs the use of a device, including a word, phrase, symbol, product shape, or logo, by a manufacturer or merchant to identify its goods and to distinguish those goods from those made or sold by another, meaning your logo. The visual aspect of your logo could be a trademark. My visual aspect of my logo is trademarked. Ask Yvi and its wings is trademarked. That is not intellectual property. Intellectual property, for example, is a book you wrote. So why does it matter to you as a consultant? It doesn't matter if you are doing ClickUp Consultant as a side hustle. You might be just building some passive income, selling ClickUp templates, or potentially starting a whole new business as a full-on, full-time ClickUp consultant. Chances are, no matter how you run your business and how much you are involved as a ClickUp consultant, you are using ClickUp templates, you are creating spreadsheets, handouts, workbooks, anything. And as I just explained, that is intellectual property. But not all intellectual property falls under intellectual property law. It is time to take a short little commercial break because I need to let you know something and invite you that you do not want to miss out on. If you are a ClickUp consultant or want to become a ClickUp consultant, I invite you to come join my Boss Your Business for ClickUp Consultants, where I'm going to show you how to own your awesome, streamline your ClickUp consultant business, and look like the badass, am I allowed to say that on YouTube? You are for your clients. Boss Your Business for ClickUp Consultants is a 3-month program. In month 1, we are going to be talking about fabulous foundation. What do you need to ask clients? How do you decide on the right clients? And how do you make sure you can deliver for your client? Month number 2, we're going to talk about marvelous marketing and make you look as awesome as you are. And in month number 3, we are talking about strength in numbers, how to scale your ClickUp consultant business to the size you want it to be, or the income. So come join me at Boss Your Business for ClickUp Consultants. You're gonna find the link below, and we are back to the regular program. So here's a little story of mine why IP law is now on my channel, and I want to tell you why it's so important and you need to pay attention to this. Now, there's a video right here that I published November last year or something like that, talking about if ClickUp is really free, the pricing structure, how do you calculate your pricing, and all the things. With that, I finally shared my ClickUp cost estimator, which I've been using for, I don't know, 1.5 years, 2 years with clients because it just makes it easy. Right before Christmas, I get an email with slightly passive-aggressive accusing me of, first of all, copying that calculator and then copying a sales funnel. Now, why this story is important. I got an IP copyright claim. I apparently copied somebody's IP. Now, the problem right here is it's an Excel spreadsheet. There's just so many calculations you can do this. The naming convention. There's just so many ways you can do this. And sorry, English language has about 1/10 of the amount of words that German language has. So I don't even have the same pool of words to rename something. Not to mention, I built this thing about 2 years before the video in question announced their calculator. That's a whole nother story. I got a message, hey, you are infringing on my IP. First reaction, holy sh*, what did I do? How, what, why? Yvi took a deep breath and then looks at it and it's like, first of all, I didn't. Second of all, this is an Excel spreadsheet. This is not an IP. That's a collection of information. There's just so many ways you can do a calculation. There's also just so many ways you can build a spreadsheet. Sales funnels is a common procedure that is not IP law. Naming convention is not IP either. Yes, you built this. Yes, this is your intellectual property, but you can't govern that. So now that you know the downsides of IP law, because that means everybody can copy something like this and really just change the little things and it doesn't fall under IP law, or it already doesn't fall under IP law to begin with. So with that, if you ever get accused and you know you haven't done anything wrong, you don't even need to call your lawyer, you just mail back, no, I haven't, I'm not infringing on your IP law. If you have any questions, please reach out to my lawyer. Cut and dry. Now where it comes in is you making sure your intellectual property is actually safe. That comes down with when you are writing a book, when you are writing a handout, digital downloadable books or anything, or your YouTube videos. Nobody is allowed to take those and just plug them somewhere else. They are theoretically not even allowed to copy your script, what you say on that YouTube video, and recreate it. That phrasing, that script is yours. That's your intellectual property and you could go after that. Now, where trademark and IP becomes really a problem and where you might be violating this law is ClickUp's terms of service. Theoretically, and this is a gray area, and this doesn't matter if it's ClickUp or any other tool. This is a gray area where if we are selling templates, we are theoretically infringing on IP law. Now, let's look at this legal stuff here a little bit. And we'll get to this in a second, but usually companies do not enforce this. In every SaaS, in the terms of service, you have similar wording. Right here in ClickUp, it's we grant you a limited, non-exclusive, non-transferable, revocable license to use the software solely to access the service. That says you are allowed to use it, but we can take it away from you at any given time. This is why you never build your business fully just on one tool. But beyond that, where you are potentially infringing on intellectual property law is the next piece. You agree that you will not copy, reproduce, republish, frame, download, transmit, modify, display, reverse engineer, sell, or participate in any sale of rent, loose, loan, blah, 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 and so forth. That right there. The moment you are making money off a SaaS, you are infringing on that. And again, call your lawyer. I am not a lawyer. But this is a gray area because theoretically you are making money off of them making money off of you. No company usually goes after that because it would be against ClickUp's best interest to come after you because you are selling templates. They are potentially not getting the users you were bringing in with your templates. But no company ever really goes after people that are selling templates. This is in ClickUp, this is in Airtable, this is in Trello, wherever it is. If you make them mad though, they have the possibility to come after you. And they have the money to come after you. So be careful. So again, this is a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo and a whole bunch of stuff going on. It comes down to, what do you do when you get accused? What do you do if you get an email that says, you copied this, you copied that, this just looks like mine, that just looks like mine? Breathe. Nothing is ever as hot as it gets eaten. Chances are somebody had a bad day. Chances are somebody is struggling with something. chances are it's not about you. If you have not copied a workbook one by one, or a book one by one, or recreated the same video with the same script, there is nothing that can happen to you. Stay in your lane, do your thing, put your blinders on, and just be your awesome self. Just breathe. And worst case scenario, call me. I'll give you the connection to my lawyer because he's freaking amazing. And if you want to make more money with your ClickUp knowledge and generate passive income, go watch my video on how to build templates within ClickUp, save them, sort them, and then sell them. Have you subscribed yet? I'll see you in the next video.